Hi, everybody. If you listen to today's story, you will have found that it was about a man named Salva. Now, Salva is a man who walked from Sudan over into Ethiopia because of war going on in his country. And he became known as one of the lost boys of Sudan. Years later, when he had grown up and overcome many obstacles, he had gone to the United States and gone to university, learned many things, and then he decided to go back to his country to see if he could help. And one of the ways that he knew that he could help was by drilling wells because the people over there did not have clean water to drink. And without clean water, you can catch many diseases and die. And he wanted to help his people. Now, Salva's story is chronicled along with the story of Anaya, a woman or actually a girl, who walked 8 hours a day for clean water. And I'm not going to ruin the end of the book for you because I would love you to read it. Nicole has this book. It's called A Long Walk to Water, and it will be available at church after our quarantine is over so you can all read the wonderful story. But in honor of Salva's quest for clean water, I thought it would be fun for us to do an activity today where we will make our own water filter. Now, Jolie and I were big fans of the show Naked and Afraid. So we used to go out into my backyard in the woods and play it, build forts, and do all kinds of things. And one of the things we did was to make a water filter. And we used to call our show Not Naked and Not Afraid because, of course, we were fully dressed and our house was just, right up the top of the hill. But anyway, we did make this water filter, and I wanted to teach you how to make it today. So I'm going to adjust my camera so that you can see everything. The first thing you want to do now, if you're out in the woods, you're going to have to do a little scouting and looking around. But you'll find a bottle, something like this, and it doesn't have to be this kind of a bottle. Any plastic bottle will do because we're going to cut this, so you can't use a glass bottle. So first thing you want to do is find some kind of a container. Secondly, you'll want to gather together some sand, some gravel, which is another word for really small rocks, some larger rocks, some cotton balls. Now, obviously, if you're out in the woods, you probably don't have cotton balls with you. But you could use your shirt. You could tear a piece off your sleeve or off the bottom of your shirt, somewhere where it's not going to make you cold if you're in a cold area. So here I've got a piece of a t-shirt. And the other thing that you will try to find is some charcoal. Now, I know that not everybody's going to be able to find this in the woods, but if you can find it, it does help. You can build the filter without it. Charcoal looks like really black dirt, and it's crumbly. You can crumble it with your fingers. And if you smell it, it has like no odor, whereas dirt definitely has a dirty odor. So with those things, we're now going to build our water filter. And you need a glass of dirty water. I got this water. I don't know if you can see how dirty it is. There's lots of things floating in it. I think there's even bugs in there. And it's pretty dirty. And I got this off the top of our pool cover. And you couldn't pay me to drink it. So you're going to take your bottle and find about the halfway mark and just come up about an inch from there. And you're going to cut it. Using your jackknife or pocket knife or whatever you have that you bring with you. just go ahead and cut that. Now be really careful when you do this, or have an adult help you, because not only is the knife sharp, but once you cut your bottle, which I've already done here, these edges can be a little sharp too, so be real careful. Okay, once you've done that, it's going to look like this. You're going to put the top into the bottom, just like that. Okay. Make sure you can see me good. There we go. Take the top of the bottle, and you're going to put your cotton balls or your cloth right in there. So just go ahead and take those, stuff them right in that hole. Just like that. If you need to use the shirt, fold it a couple times and do the same thing. Next, you're going to add the sand. So you're going to take clean sand, well, as clean as you can find it, and put it on top. Put it in first. There we go. Then you're going to use the charcoal. Now, as I said, if you don't have charcoal, you can do this without it. The charcoal really helps filter the water and give it a cleaner taste. Next, you're going to add the gravel, which is the smaller rock. And then on top of the gravel, you're going to put your larger rocks. Okay, there we go. And that's it. Then you take your water and you pour it in. I'll take that off of there. And the water's going to filter through all that. And eventually, you're going to see it start to drip down where the spout is. See it? See, we're getting a little bit of water in there. Okay. So now you're just going to want to leave that until the water has filtered through. There we go. When this water filters through, if you want, you can put it back through again, and as many times as you want to do it until it gets to the point where it looks like something you'd want to drink. Now, I do want to say something. If you are doing this at home with dirty water, please don't drink it. Just do this as a science experiment to see how clean you can get the water. If you're ever in a situation where you really need to do this, of course you would drink the water, but you're at home and you don't need to do that. And even if you are in a situation where you need to filter water, if you have access to fire and you can boil the water, that's even better. This is kind of a last resort, and it's something that we're doing just as something fun today to show you how it can be done. So right now, even though this hasn't finished filtering, I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to show you, here we go, get a clean cup, the water that we now have. And you can see that that's pretty clear. Okay, so again, let me say it one more time. Don't drink this, kiddos. Hopefully your parents are right there helping you anyway. But if you were in a survival situation, then this is something you could drink. But you always want to boil it if you have that option. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed building the water filter, and be sure and check out our new website just for kids. It has lots of crafts and stories and activities on it for you. We're adding more every day. It was built with the help of Calliope, one of your friends, and she did a really beautiful job, and we are going to be putting so much stuff on there. And the good thing about the website is, kids, you can get on it without having to get your parents to help you. So there's lots of things for you to do on there during this time of quarantine. And I can't wait to see you all back in church again. Have fun today and be safe. Bye-bye.